Epilogue. 2 years later, John stood outside a pub in Tottenham, staring at a television through the window like a man watching an ex get married. Spurs had made it to the Champions League final and lost again, this time in a way that only Tottenham could manage, heroic for 70 minutes, undone by a soft goal, and finished off by a refereeing decision that would be argued about for the rest of human history. John laughed, a proper laugh. He'd shouted at the screen, sworn at the ref, hugged a stranger after a disallowed goal, and then calmly accepted defeat like an old friend turning up late. His wife would have found it hilarious. She used to say Spurs were the only thing in his life that prepared him for disappointment. Life, though, had surprised him. He'd moved out of Islington, downsized somewhere quieter, started walking again. Therapy had helped. So had time. He cooked real meals now, drank less, slept better. The ache was still there sometimes, but it no longer ruled him. Thailand had faded into memory, not erased, just filed away. In Pattaya, Lek chalked her cue and broke. The balls scattered cleanly across the table. The small sports bar on Soi Buakau erupted, not because of the shot, but because Lek had just beaten Dave from Birmingham for the 4th time in a row. Dave accused her of witchcraft. Lek told him to stop drinking before lunch. The bar was hers now, not a go-go bar, not Walking Street, just pool, cold beer, good food, and boundaries. The girls working there were paid properly, finished when they wanted, and laughed a lot. May did homework behind the bar some afternoons, rolling her eyes at the regulars who treated Lek like a local celebrity. Lek's mother visited often and told anyone who'd listen that her daughter owned a business. Lek still drank, but she stopped before she forgot herself. That was new. The surprise came quietly. John was back in Thailand, not Pattaya, Bangkok. A short holiday. Closure, he told himself, and decent tailoring. One evening, jet-lagged and wandering, he followed the sound of laughter into a bar with pool tables and, inexplicably, a faded Spurs scarf behind the counter. He stopped. Lek looked up. For a second, neither of them moved. Then she smiled, smaller than before, steadier, and said, "Spurs still disappointing you?" John laughed. Consistently. They sat. They talked. Carefully, honestly. No shouting, no pretending, no transactions. She apologized. Properly. He accepted it. They didn't try to be anything else. They didn't need to. They hugged, brief, warm, final. As John stood to leave, Lek slid him a beer. "On the house," she said. "But only one. I'm responsible now." He raised the glass. "To nearly," he said. Lek smiled. Nearly is still something. As he walked out into the humid night, John realized something unexpected. He wasn't sad. Some stories don't end the way you want, but they end the way you need. And somehow, improbably, that felt like a win. The end.